everyone, welcome back to Podcast on Wheelz, episode 18. We are 2 episodes away from the starting of season 2, which should be in half a month. I'm joking. I don't know when we do podcasts, but we do
them every once a week, at least once a week.
At least once a week, so y'all can get at least 4 episodes a month. So, sorry that it's every week, but yeah.
Jesus, it's got 20.
I was going to plan to do one yesterday, but I was busy trying to upload photos to Drive and editing stuff, so I was busy doing that for like 3 hours.
It was perfectly a week ago, so we're right on time.
Yes, we're right on time when we're recording this. So, we're going to talk about today, since today was fun. One part of it was sad. We didn't go to that part, but we had to, go ahead, I can't say that word.
We had to cremate grandmoo, and so Mom and Dad came since we already seen the death, and we just didn't want to be sad the day after Thanksgiving or anything, or didn't want to go to an extra place. The majority of the reason was not going to an extra place. The majority was we didn't want to be sad again, because thinking about it really does bring us down, and so... We didn't go there, and Mom and Dad were a little sad, so we ordered Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast.
Let me take it down from there. They said they weren't having the best day because of doing that.
Cremating grandmoo.
Yes, cremating grandmoo, which sucks. That's not always fun at all. So to cheer everybody up, we ordered Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast, and I got the strawberry dragon fruit drink. And 25 munchkins.
25 munchkins.
They're little baby donuts.
Donut bites.
Like donut bites.
Donut whole treats.
I couldn't finish mine.
And they were the assorted kind. They weren't like a specific kind, but in mine there was blueberry, powdered donuts, powdered chocolate donuts, and jelly filled and glazed.
Yes. Doc could eat all 25. I could only eat 23.
No, I did not eat all 25. Amy ate most of them. I ate most of the jelly filled.
My friends and Doc nibbled at the 25 and ate all of them. Me and my friends could only finish, 22 or 23? Which is almost a whole box. But I gave my 2 blueberry ones to them to gobble up. But yeah, the drink was okay, I guess. I mean, if I try it now, it's probably warm. It's like warm and it's okay, I guess. It's just, it's sweet but bland at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah.
So, look, I would just want to say this. The Melodon piece for Best Fiends, there is a whole Fiend of Fortune Spins Melodon thing, and I'm working on the 3rd one, and it says spin the Fiend of Fortune wheel 500 times. My lifetime total is 444.
Wow. So you have to spin it 500 times?
Yes, but I'm 294 in, so...
Okay, you're making great progress.
I've been sucking at spinning it, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep it up and keep on top of it.
Every 10 minutes she gets 2 spins.
Yeah, because every 10 minutes, so in an hour I can get 120 spins.
Nice.
In an hour. And I could easily get it done, but I'm not, because of course I'm lazy and don't do the levels.
No, you're not lazy.
But I do the levels, but since I have little atrophied hands and they don't move a lot.
She has like 300 something levels.
Guess what level I'm on right now?
I'm thinking 375.
382.
She's even higher than I thought. Oh my god.
See, I'm going up the hill now.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to get to Mushroom Valley.
Yep.
I'm not a big worker in this game. I've never spent money on it, and for me, 382 levels is impressive. Just for me.
Yes.
I know y'all are in the 8,000s and 10,000s.
This is called Best Fiends, by the way.
Yeah, which is beyond crazy to me. I can't even fathom getting that far. But I like to play it at my own pace, and it's fun that way. And I'm surprised, and I can't wait to get to level 1,000. Very late.
I had Best Fiends months ago, and I only got to level like 50 or 40 something. Because I'm alright with Best Fiends. It's just a game that I don't binge on.
Guess how many fiends I've rescued?
13.
21. Exclusive fiend styles.
8.
0.
Oh.
And average fiend level?
10.
13. Total progress, 381. Because I haven't even played world map levels.
Yep. 10.
381. That's my level.
Oh, I'm done. Sorry.
Hero area levels.
5.
0. Fiend quest levels.
10. I don't know.
0. All of them are 0. Elite levels.
0.
Loot balloon levels. 1.
Oh. You got 1 level and that's good.
No. 0.
Oh.
I said loot balloon levels 1, not the number 1.
Oh.
Loot levels 1 on first try.
None. 81.
158 on first try.
Oh, dang, you're good.
Longest win streak.
81.
No, 10.
Oh.
Current win streak.
1, I don't know.
0. Because I'm not playing. Earthworm stars collected.
0?
Yep.
I don't know any of this.
Slugs defeated.
5,566. 6,007. 8,000.
7,275. Bombs activated.
506.
7,514.
What the hell?
Converters activated.
I don't know, Doc.
3,736. Most damage in one move.
100,000?
97,050. Longest match.
Like of 21?
31. Achievements earned.
12?
19. Events completed.
15?
1.
Oh.
Events total score.
0.
90. Crates opened with keys.
Crates open with keys?
Mm-hmm.
2,566.
2,099.
Damn.
Fiend of Fortune spins.
766.
How would I complete the 500?
Oh, I thought, never mind.
444. 444.
Oh.
Not 4,000, good God. Daily gift calendars. Completed.
20.
That's 3.
Gifts
sent, 0. Gifts received, 0. And you know what's crazy? Guess when I started playing Death Fiends? Which month of 2023?
February?
Like
First month?
A number. Yeah.
First month, okay.
1/14.
We're now the 11th month in
2023. So, neat.
Yay.
I'm on level 182, but never have completed it. I was super close on one try, but I'm going to be playing it while I be talking this podcast because I want to.
Which is totally fun. But what I was saying today is that we had a cremate grandmoo, which
sadly
not fun.
They were near the lake and they spread her ashes around in...
No, we're doing that after Easter.
Yeah, well, they burned her and her ashes are there, I think.
Yeah. So we cheered everybody up with Dunkin' Donuts and stuff. And then we were planning to watch a movie, but we never watched the movie. Instead, Mom brought out this big box of Grandma's jewelry she had. She's like, y'all can pick out anything you want. And William showed y'all that in a video.
1 hour video.
He picked out, and his friends. And that's the little blinging you hear of William if he slightly moves. But one little...
Or I move every once in a while.
Yeah. But our mom, when she saw William wearing this jewelry, she was like, he's all blinged out. And she just had a ginormous smile on her face when she saw William wearing Grandma's jewelry. And this is something, what he's wearing is like a purple silver thing with gems on it. I'm not good at explaining stuff. And the other one is a black bat with red and black little gemstones at the bottom, and the rest is silver. So he wears those 2 necklaces now, which is fun, and he's been wearing them for hours now, because it's 4:04 p.m. And we look back on some old videos that we have on our channel. I wouldn't say old, but today
they're about a week.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me.
Yesterday
Next Thursday will be officially 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is insane, because this Thursday was Grandmoo's 1 week since passing day. It's now Friday, November 24th at 4:04 p.m. So it's been about 8 days since she passed away, which I really cannot believe how it's already been 8 days.
Soon it'll be a year and we won't even realize.
We will realize.
Yes.
Still tough.
But on the 16th of December, it'll be officially a year.
A year, sorry. Not a year. A month. On November 16th, 2024, so it'll officially be 1 month on December 16th, but it's November 24th, so we got a while. But how are you feeling about it?
I mean, as long as I don't think about it, I'm okay about the thing. It's definitely shouldn't have been done. I wish she would have lived longer than what she did live, but throughout those years, I'm glad that we got to spend some time with her, and actually just got to spend time with Grandma before her last passing. I'm glad we got to see her at her happiest when she was able to work in that ice cream chocolate moment thing. Remember that? We were spending at her old house, and we were all chilling.
Oh, yeah.
And we would jump around so happy.
Oh, my gosh. I remember we used to have sleepovers at our old house.
Yeah.
Those were like a decade ago.
I'm glad we were able to have those before something did go wrong and before we ever found out about actual stuff.
We used to spend every Christmas together, every Thanksgiving, every little Halloween together. But for 3 years now, we didn't get to spend Halloween because she was ill and her health wasn't great. She was losing weight.
We didn't want to accept the reality that she was sick. So we got mad that we weren't able to go to the fall festival because we didn't really understand the full concept of how
she wasn't feeling well at that time. And now this was like when we were 7 years old.
Yeah, we were very young children. We didn't really understand the concept of someone actually being sick. We wanted her to drive. Like, is she actually feeling really sick?
Yes,
we didn't
and this
understand
is the time
what
where
it
she
meant.
was healthy and she was walking around, running around, chasing us around, laughing together and hanging out.
I can't believe she was like that. Like,
yeah,
you can't even think about it, really. You're like, what would happen if she was in that position again and she could spend so much more years to come rather than just the short years she was for us, you know?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Like, I wish we could get those beautiful memories of her with her and everybody, because those are the memories I was happiest in, because she made me feel not judged. Like, she made me feel amazing, happy, and she would make me laugh like heck, and we just always enjoyed her company and her being with us. That was one thing. She had this gorgeous laugh that would make me laugh, and it was amazing, and I loved hearing her laugh. I seeing her
funny.
smile.
Like,
oh my
I can tell you the amount of times she has literally made me die of laughter.
Like, we were literally dying of laughter. Those funny
doing that one Cheeto moment.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
So funny.
We have some funny moments with her. I
It's
remember that one moment.
Funny.
See, one day her voice kind of cracked or something. And this was like 4 or 5 years ago. I think, no. Oh my God, has it really been 6 years? Or 5 years?
Oh, I thought Mom was going to bed because I swore I heard her say. No, that was just a bathroom.
She gets confused sometimes, yeah. But I remember that one moment she was with us, and this was like 4 years ago. I think 6 or 5 years ago. Damn, has it really been that long? God damn. But
reminiscing on life, yeah.
Yeah, and yep.
I'm really that old.
Oh my god. Anyway, we were during the day we ate freaking oranges, peanut butter, and apple slices. Like, my appetite was amazing. Like, I swear, I was gonna have diabetes by the end of the day. Because
we do.
I ate so much.
Donny, now you know where your severe diabetes came from.
Oh yeah.
Caramel applesauce Cheetos.
Yeah, she was talking to one of her like family members. I don't remember who, but she was talking to them, and they're like, Donny and Doc are eating so much food. They're eating caramel apple slices, and they're drinking all my almond milk, and they're drinking. And then she said, then they're eating Cheetos, and I don't know.
That's so deep.
I know. Oh, I love
I
that
don't know what happened.
I really don't know what happened to her voice that day.
True.
But she started laughing. We started dying. We were trying to be quiet enough so
I still died.
the person could hear on the phone, but we were dying and laughing.
I still die of that thing. It was like Cheeto. I'm like, oh.
And
I know our grandma's voice could go that deep.
Yeah, and the creepy thing is what I find creepy is that we were talking about all the funny moments we had there because the conversation came up on the bus the day before she passed away, so November 15th, we were talking about, it'd be great to, like, spend time with her. I love the sleepovers and everything, and we were talking about all the funny moments that has happened to us over the years. Is Mom okay? She sounds like she's crying. You okay? So we heard, during the podcast, we heard our mom crying in the other room. And we were like, why is Mom crying? Because I just heard her start bawling. And I was like, Mom never bawls like that ever. And then we walked in and I hugged her and she said,
I want my mama.
She was crying. She was like, I'm sorry I left her alone. And
oh, God.
God. So we were all crying in the other room and we were just there crying. I was just saying I was doing fine, but
the more that we think about it, God, I don't want you to bawl like that. Oh, God.
See my mom said. And I wanted her to know that she was an amazing daughter to her, and she was saying that I wasn't a good daughter, and she's a very good daughter to her, and I was just saying how good I was doing, and
yeah, we said if we don't think about it, oh my God.
She's now going to bed, but
I don't know when we made her cry.
She just started crying, and we heard it while we were filming the podcast.
And we're like, what's the matter? What's happening?
Yeah, and she said, and she was just bawling, and I was like, oh no, what's going on? And she was just saying that I left her alone, and that she said, I want my mama. And she said, well, and Dad said, we're all here, and she said, but you're not my mama.
I know, that was the most. I was like, I can't. I'm really trying to.
She's trying to go to bed, but she has a headache. And
what did you say to Dad?
I just said, do y'all need anything else? And I love you. And she was just had a nice back, and she was just chilling there, but she kept bawling her eyes out.
Because we heard her like bawling and bawling.
I started to hear her cry, and I was like, that's not laughing, that's crying. And she was fine, and she looked fine and happy. And
y'all probably couldn't hear it on the podcast. Like, oh my God.
And she was just saying, I want my mama. I'm sorry that I left her alone. And it's just tough because we spent 8 days without her, and it still feels like the first day. Like, I got some of her clothes today, and I got a butt ton of her jewelry.
Yeah,
what I'm wearing now. But we have purple curtains and purple book bags, and
yeah, we have purple everything.
Purple bracelets, and
just everything sweet,
purple
and nice.
And
I thought we were not gonna cry today.
I tried not to think about it, but we were minutes in the podcast, and we were saying, "Oh, we're happy, and we're trying to have appetite again," and we just talked about games and that stuff, and we were just talking about it, and we were talking about how nothing bad was happening, and we had breakfast to cheer us up. And
you know the podcast's not ended, right?
I know. And nothing of it ever ended, and it was happy.
And I thought we were gonna make it through the day. Nope.
And it's already the 8th day, and then Mom just starts bawling, and
so I want my mama.
Because
all this depressing stuff.
We burned grandmoo today, and we had her ashes. I wasn't there, but we burned her today. And
I would have bawled if I was there.
Oh my God, I don't know what I would do if I was there. And then Mom was like, I want my mama. And she said, I don't want her to be anywhere else. And I was like, that hurts me so bad.
Because it was so tough hearing it. And of course, I'm not much of a crier, but all this stuff about Grandma makes me cry.
The only gift I ever want in life is not actual gifts. It's just I love seeing my mom happy when she started her new job 2 months ago.
And everything just went
She was happy and she was smiling and laughing and I thought she was going to stay like that for months because her old night job just didn't make her happy. And she was depressed and sad
and she was saying, oh, I want my mama.
Angry and she was finally happy and then death happens and leaking pipes and Dean gets in the hospital and our uncle has a horrible motorcycle accident. Pipes bust or she dies on the 16th. That's her 16th birthday. And we were supposed to be born around Thanksgiving. And she died around the day we were supposed to be born. But we were premature, so we were only...
No, this is a week.
So she passed away on November 16th. And that was the day we turned... Not the day, but she passed away on her age. 16.
I'm like, come on, man. Our friend's age, not ours.
And I try to think about the happy moments so I don't get depressed. And I was so happy when I got my jewelry today. I was smiling and laughing and we were doing laundry with a smile on our face and looking at Grandma's old clothes and I have bracelets on and I have a butt ton of jewelry and we got old clothes from her and I have a picture of her on my back of my phone case. We got her little heartbeat in a bottle. We have every remembrance of her.
Yeah.
We have pictures of us together on my phone and the color purple when we were coming home on Thanksgiving. Yesterday night we saw purple lights and we saw the moon following us when we were coming home, knowing that she was there, and we what is that called? Cremated her today. And after Easter we will celebrate her and remember her. But today we burned her and turned her into ashes. And it just sucks because I don't know why this has to happen to us. I hate 2023.
I want it to be over.
I want it to be gone. I want it to be 2024 because my dad got COVID. Donny's dad passed away. Donny's grandpa passed away. His sister passed away.
And then
he got severely weak. Our grandma passes away. Dean is now walking and
that's great, but he
doing
was
amazing. But he was in a 3-week-long coma. My friend Lenoma was in a coma. And my friend Big Donny's in a coma. My friend Stuffy's in a coma. My friend Chili is in a coma. And people have been getting new wheelchairs for bad reasons, and I haven't been doing the best. I quit therapy 3 months ago after being on it a year and a half. It never helped me. I'm still depressed. My appetite's horrible. Now I'm just not doing good.
We're not nowhere near as eating as much. Our appetite is horrible. We're constantly thinking about it.
We got little fluffy stuff that we love today, and it's super soft. We just been trying to forget, and it's never left my mind.
You got a pretty purple necklace on. You got
and Mom, when she saw me, I was like, "Did anybody call us?" And she's like, she saw it. She's like, "No." And she's like, "You got all the Grandma's jewelry on." She just loves seeing. She's like, she's blinging out in her PJs, and it was so sweet, and she loved it, and she was just hiding underneath a smile, pain and bawling, anger. And it just hurt me to hear her say, I want my mama, and it just hurt me. I love seeing my mom happy, and that's the only gift I ever want. I love all the gifts I get, like tablets and computers, and I'm always so grateful for that, and I always play with my toys I get for Christmas, and I always love them, but the only gift I ever really want is for my mom to be happy. She's not really happy all the time. She's just sad, like just angry, sad, and then she gets crabby at everyone. And it's not her fault. I understand it, but sometimes I get mad in the moment. I understand. But when she's happy, I feel way comfortable to talk to her, and she's awesome to hang out with and love, and it just hurts. And it was another panicky moment, and it reminds me of the moment in the hospital, the ICU, when we were somewhat leaving, and she was like, I have to get out of here. And she's with her tissues, and she's like, I have to get out of here. And hyperventilating, and she's like, I can't be here anymore. And she was just bawling, and I've never seen my mom this sad in so many years. And I've never heard her cry that hard. And she was just crying and never stopped, and she was just bawling her eyes out for minutes and minutes on end. And I don't know if she's still crying secretly. She has a show on and she's in the dark. And she's just crying. And she's like, I don't want her to be anywhere else. I want my mama. And Dad was like, but we're here. And we were hugging her. And she, but you're not my mama. And I was like, oh. And she was just looking at old photos, and we were picking up all this jewelry, and we were folding all these lovely clothes with her, and we had photos and memories and all of this. And
I'm not the typical person to cry, but whenever anything comes up about her, I'm like,
I know.
I try so hard not to cry, and as soon as I got in the room,
because we just heard her, like, we were filming our podcast, episode 18, and we were just here. I was like, my face lit up. I was like, that's Mom crying, not laughing. So we immediately rushed to her room, and she's just bawling and crying and everything, and I just start to cry, and Dad's with her, and he's just hugging on her, loving on her, kissing her. I'm kissing her shoulder, and we're just all right here. And the worst part about it is just we were all right there. There's 3 people on top of her, and we were giving her lovings and stuff. But she just said, I want my mom. I want my mom. I don't want her to be anywhere else, because she got burned today. She's just now ashes. I don't see her in ashes. But, what we used to know 8 days ago was her holding her hand or touching someone. We're just seeing powder, like ashes now. And I didn't go to the crematory today, but, tomorrow we're going to Thanksgiving with Jennifer. She said, I'll try to put my happy face on. She's just bawling. And it hurts me because it's only 4:36 p.m. and it's only November 24th, and it's only been 8 days after, and it hurts me so badly. I just can't imagine what Mom is feeling, because I wish everything that we did for her made her happy, but at this time she's just sad, and it just hurt, and just never really. She hasn't been happy for the past 8 days. Truly happy. Because when anything reminds her of her, she just gets sad and bawls her eyes out and just acts off. Because I remember when I was playing games with her one day it was like, oh God, it was like, it was 2 days after she passed, and she was just sitting in her chair, and she was having a headache, and she just was like miserable, tired, not great at all, and she wasn't happy, and I was like, damn it, the only happiness my mom had from her new job, she was happy,
everything gone fucking wrong.
Everything was going wrong in her life. It's like, nothing ever comes out great for her. It's just not fair. It's not fair to us. It's not fair to her that nothing in her life goes good anymore. It's just, for the past week I've been saying my life is horrible. And I truly meant every one of those, because it's just horrible. It's just horrible. It just never gets better. I quit therapy 3 months ago. It never helped. And I already need it back. Like, I only quit 3 months ago.
I swear I need therapy. Jeez, everyone in this family needs therapy at this point.
I know, and I just... it just sucks that we have to continue on with normal life, even when something is so different now. And the day before she passed, we were talking about how much we loved her, and and this was non-coincidental. We didn't know what was going to actually happen. We were just talking about our favorite memories together, the Cheetos moment and the awesome moments we have with her. And that we didn't even know what was going to happen, because it was November 15th. And then of the morning of November 15th, we saw the moon and fog, and my friends are like, it looks gloomy, it looks eerie, like something bad is going to happen. Later that day, not even a day later, something really truly bad happened, and we predicted that, but we didn't know that was ever going to happen, and stuff. So it's just horrible to think this happened to us, and it's just horrible. Like, I know I thought I was okay, and I was okay for a couple of days. The first day back to college, I was sitting in art, and I was listening to my music, and I got a little emotional, and my eyes filled with tears, and I was like, don't cry, don't cry. And I just blinked the tears away and acted happy, normal, and I was fine. And I was just swamped with work, overwhelmed, and I was thinking about her. It was only 4 days ago, and then now, today, I'm bawling my eyes out once again, because I can't go a few days without crying. And I never know when Mom's truly happy anymore, or when I'm, because my friend Flora, when she heard, because her sister Emily, and my friend Emily didn't tell her, she was like, hi. She was like, oh my gosh, you're finally back. And then she's like, what happened? Why have you been out? I said, my grandma passed away. And her face just showed, she just was so surprised and was not great. She was supporting me all throughout it, and she just loved me unconditionally. She was caring for me, she was hugging for me, and was out there for me, and that's amazing. That's a very good friend. And today is just a hard day. It was happy at the beginning because I got Dunkin' Donuts and the little drink, and I got jewelry, and I'm sweating intensely now. I got the big old pile of jewelry at the top, all my jewelry all together, and in a beautiful pile. And now we have the Thanksgiving stuff ready for tomorrow. My camera's glitching. Flash is disabled. Where did the video go? Hello? Okay, it's there. Okay. I don't know what my camera did just there. I'm sorry. It turned off for some reason. I'm sorry about that.
Oh no.
What's up?
They're going back in.
Dad's probably just hanging out with her. Hold up. Oh. So, what did Dad ask?
Dad said, "Are y'all doing okay?" And I said, "I mean, we cried."
Yeah, you're not okay, but
I said, "Yeah." And
I'm
I mean,
just
we cried.
off. Because right now it is 4:43 p.m. and we're just chilling here. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a good day. Bye. Well, we're still continuing the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
God, how the fuck did this happen? Honestly. I never believed that would happen in just a start, and I was just saying how I was doing just fine during the podcast, and then this shit happens. I'm like, I start bawling my eyes out. God. So now we're just living the dream. Not really. And my friends and I went on a 20-minute rant about how bad things got during life, and I was going to talk about the fun day we've been having until we started hearing Mom crying and bawling and stuff and everything. So we started hearing her crying and bawling, and yeah, that wasn't fun. Had at least a 30-minute rant of bawling my eyes out. Yay, my eyes are gonna burn.
Woohoo.
Yay. And we just...
The wholesome dude said, "Happy Thanksgiving."
Oh, nice.
I'm just scrolling on YouTube, to be honest.
Yeah. Can I borrow the charger? My phone's 8.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
My phone's only 68. So.
Well, I have to export a YouTube video because I want it in better audio so they can hear me. And other clips that kind of went down. I'm sorry, this has been a depressing episode. I was not...
We literally did not mean this.
No, like...
I came in the room and was like... Started bawling.
Well, yeah.
Like, when I tell you, I literally had tears streaming down my face. Remember after we got up, I was like...
Yeah.
I did not look okay. As soon as he said, "Help me up," I'm like... I was like this.
Yeah.
Like... It just sucks. I hate thinking about it because when we do,
I bawl my eyes out.
We literally get in this depressive state, and I don't want to think about it. I just want to play my games and
Now we're in a depressive state. No.
Can I have my fuzzy? I love the fuzzy. It's so cute.
So sorry you had to hear us cry for 30 minutes. Yep. Doc's been loving on that purple thing all day.
Well, it's a little fluffy, and I like fluffy things.
So I don't know what else to talk about.
Well, do you want to?
I don't want to end it because we're clearly not done talking.
Do you want to talk about our recent days at school and stuff?
Well, we didn't have too many recent days.
Well, I mean, just any days of school, any stories, any things, or
on Thanksgiving Tuesday. Not Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh! At the starting of Thanksgiving break, we had our last school college day on Tuesday, and I had a ginormous test. Miss Peters was the most crabbiest, and she said, "Wow, this is a sad stack of homework. Y'all are so lazy."
Do you mean lazy in the ICU and my grandma literally dying? How was I able to get the work done, ma'am?
Yeah, and why the other people had 4 days to do those two long worksheets. I had one night. And I completed them both and turned them in. But why would you call the whole class lazy? That's much motivation before a ginormous ass test, which our normal tests have 20 to 22 questions. This test had 37.
Whoa.
That's a big test. That's not normal for her test. Of course, it was an extra bigger test. Really?
Well, right when I get back from my grandma's death. Thank you so much, man.
So
I would really appreciate an extracurriculum, long extra course class.
Yep. So I had to take that test. I probably failed it. I don't know. I knew something.
No offense.
Because I wasn't there. The only 2 days we reviewed it. Really?
Really? The only literal days we reviewed our test for Miss Blakely's and stuff, I was out.
Exactly. But
I got a 73 on it, which I'm actually impressed.
Yep. I completed the test, and for the rest of the class, I was just chilling on my computer doing some editing for a video or something.
Yep. I think that vlog
I think our vacation video, me and William posted a couple of days ago. And yeah. And then third period rolls by. We watched this documentary of a person who people thought he was a madman when really he was stuck with mental health issues and expressed it through art. And yeah, that was a good film to watch. It was 40-something minutes. And then I asked Miss Fraser for a piece of candy at the end because I thought she was bringing them out for everyone, but she only brought them out to a couple of persons. She was like, "No, Donny, you didn't get a 10 out of 10 on your little turkey project." I'm depressed. Our turkey project on Monday was about a little turkey where we trace our hand and we blend it. And I blended it with little colors, you were supposed to blend in the turkey. So I blended it in with the colors of the turkey. And I made this portrait with all the little colors and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I spent about 40 minutes on it or something. And I didn't get a 10 out of 10. So I couldn't get a piece of candy. But she said, "I love you, so I'm going to give you a piece of candy." And I was like, "Thank you." And then,
yay.
First period, we just talked about...
I've been falling on the fender porch again.
life, and it's kind of boring, because my friend Sierra wasn't there again. But my friend Haley was...
No offense to your friend.
And my friend Haley was there. So, yeah. Then in math, we had to create this little turkey thing, and it was over 200 plots we had to plot. Took me an hour and a half. I couldn't even get through the front fucking page.
I ate snacks all class.
Yeah, and Emily gave me some yummy hot Cheetos, and I got to try zombie Takis. They taste all lemony. They tasted alright. But I want to go buying zombie Takis again. No offense to people who like zombie Takis, but they were okay. But the Cheetos were yummy. They're spicy Cheeto things.
Hot Cheetos?
And then I had this little Snicker thing that I got, or the Twix thing from Miss Fraser. Then we went home, and Wednesday, Mom went to work, so we just chilled and hanged out for the day. Thursday, yesterday, we had Thanksgiving at our grandma's house, not Grandmoo's house,
the
grandma's.
turkey thing. You said Monday. I wasn't here on Monday. I was like, Monday? Weren't you not here? I was thinking of me. Never mind. I was thinking of my endocrinologist appointment that got canceled. Y'all saw the vlog. It's
Monday. You were here this Monday.
This Monday?
The 2 day?
Oh, no.
Not last week.
I thought it was like last Monday or something. I'm so lost in time that I forgot that we went to school on Monday.
Yeah.
Because we were out 3 days of the 5 days. Because I have had a whole entire live stream explaining about my struggles with endocrinology and why I go there and that whole live stream. And Cindy Lawson kept commenting a lot during that live stream.
Cindy Lawson?
Yeah, Cindy Lawson. You know that girl who
She hasn't commented on our channel.
Yeah, but she was commenting so much during the live stream. She was asking me questions. She was like, she was asking about endocrinology or telling me some little stories or something like that.
Oh.
Yeah, so.
Go Cindy Lawson supporting us. Thank you
I
so
don't know
much.
why. I mean, I think at 14 to 12 minutes in, she commented. I don't know. We don't get a lot of commenters, so it's very surprising. Oh, hey, Cindy Lawson. And then I was typing Instagram posts and I think I was typing stuff. I was typing descriptions, typing Instagram posts for that very day because I love typing.
Yeah, and so it was an hour time period.
So you heard typing during the live stream, but that was me typing on like Instagram posts, descriptions, updating descriptions, updating titles and stuff, because I do that sometimes when I'm occupied and I was doing some other work or something like that, and I was trying to focus on the live stream but focus on my typing. So if I didn't give a very brief description on what I was typing on, I'm sorry, but I was typing Instagram posts, typing descriptions, typing titles, I wasn't working on my blog then, so now I am. I haven't done much work on it. On it.
She's been typing a blog for like 5 days now.
Yep. And you knew about it yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yep. And then today we cremated grandmoo. We got Dunkin' Donuts. Just bawled our eyes out minutes ago. Editing videos. I've been sitting here, so
being bored,
bawling our eyes out. Eyes are stinging. Throbbing headache later.
I love when my eyes sting.
My eyes like. I
hate when I cry. My eyes were literally watering so bad.
I was crying and.
I knew you were crying. I knew you were, but as soon as I got in the room, I was like. I said, don't cry. Nope. Did it anyway, because you saw me bawling when you came in.
Exactly, yeah.
You're like, hello?
I know I was on the verge of bawling, because as soon as we started the vlog. Yeah, it's just one of them hard days grieving. We're still in the grieving process. It's been 8 days, and I probably bawled my eyes out. I got emotional a couple days ago. So there's been many hard days within the grieving process of grandmoo. And the thing that hurt me the most was, I want my mama. I hate that line. I hate him how to say that. So heartbreaking. God damn.
Oh my God.
I started bawling, my eyes out, and
so I want my mama. Oh my God.
The reason I'm trying to uplift is I don't want to cry anymore. I don't want my eyes to burn and stuff. I just don't want that. I thought this was going to be a cry-free day, and so I started bawling for 30 minutes straight. I'm sorry, this is kind of a really, really sad grieving
emotional
episode.
Podcast.
This is not at all what we planned. Like, we thought we weren't going to cry. We were talking about funny memories and stuff with grandmoo, but we just started grieving about her and crying.
It's funny, why when we talk about grandmoo, Mom has to go into, like, some sad episode. I'm like, what? It's like we know. It's like somehow we know when
But we don't do that on purpose. Why the hell?
No.
Nobody can make a person cry on command.
I hate how it takes 4 energy to start a level now.
Yeah, because I remember I was like, is Mom crying? And William rushed there, and I was strolling after them, and she just was bawling her eyes out for minutes, and I can't tell you what that looked like.
Like, she was laying on her bed and just
stuffed
sobbing.
her face inside the pillow. She's like, I want my mama. And she was like,
oh! It really did suck. We got all emotional, but if we listen to songs that we love, no depressing ones, if we listen to songs that we love and just get in the mood of playing games again, we're going to forget about it, because I really want to forget about it. I don't want to forget about her. It's
stuck in my mind.
I don't want to forget about her, but I necessarily want to forget the moment, because
the sad moments.
No, just thinking about the sad moments instead of happy memories is going to bring you down and dig you deeper into the grieving process. Everyone needs a grieve.
What percent is my phone? Sorry.
9.
Okay, at least it's charging.
Everyone needs a grieve in a healthy way, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing this in a healthy way. We're crying when we need to cry. We're having fun moments and having fun memories as a family as we go along the grieving week as so far. We're having fun memories. We're playing games together. We're just bonding as a family, but we're also crying and supporting each other at the same time, because it's sad to think about. But you gotta have a good cry sometimes, because you just can't not think about someone and not cry. There are some days that I've thought about my grandpa and mainly bawled my eyes out. And that's the issue with this. It makes me remind me of him, because it gives a condolence. Her message is purple, and when we see purple, it reminds me of the beautiful sky along with the moon. The moon reminds me of my grandpa. I'll tell you why the moon reminds me of my grandpa. So the moon is a classification symbol for my grandpa, for me and my family. So we have this tradition that we do in my family. When we are going to bed, we do this one single prayer. Dear God, I hope you put condolence, stress-free, peace, empathy over our child and family and our home. We like to say that, and we like to go other ways too. Dear God, please heal my child spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. We like to do all sorts of prayers and a good message before they sleep. Because I've had a lot of experiences where I didn't have good sleep. And all my bad stuff happened during my sleep. And it's funny, while we were sleeping, grandmoo passed away.
No, she had a heart attack.
She about did. She had something wrong go with her during the night. And that's why I don't sleep much, along with other conditions. But I really want good wishes over the night, and I can't imagine my children feeling unsafe during the night. You know.
Yeah.
So I always condole them, like, if something does happen, Mom and Dad are going to be here. Mom and Dad are going to be here. But if something with one of us happens, you, your siblings, your mom or your dad and mom are all going to be there for you. Do not worry. The situation might not go the way you want it to, but a situation will and has to happen in some way. God has a way of controlling, in my eyes, God has a way of controlling everything. Do I know why this situation happened? No, but it must have happened for a reason. For us to appreciate her more. I don't know.
Oh, I appreciated her a whole bunch.
But in my eyes, God has a way of controlling everything and making this happen to one person so something else will happen. I honestly, I'm out of reasons on why this could happen. It was most likely to put an end to her suffering. Of the suffering and the drinking issue she was going through, I feel God has put her through that, where her family was able to take time off, be around by her side one last time, and she wouldn't go through the drinking, she wouldn't go through the pain, she wouldn't go through having to take medication every day. She'll just enjoy time in heaven now. I honestly think that most of the time, the reason why God takes people away from us is to end their suffering, or to put peace over the family that we now don't have to worry about or drinking. Or dying of a more harsher way.
So a heart attack is a harsh way.
Yes, but dying of a more harsher way and us not being God had made a path that day so we could be all with her and, give our last condolences to her.
Before she
had passed away. He brought us all there. He made all senses. And he decided that hearing was the last sense. Mm-hmm. So that way grandmoo could have heard of us all hearing saying, I love you, and kissing her and stuff. It was a beautiful thing to know, Mm-hmm. She knew we were there. We constantly kept telling her that she was there. I want my kids to have the same feeling. I want not of death. I want them to know that they are looked after, but they are always heard the last. If we can't see them, feel them, not taste them, that'll be weird. But if we can't feel and, see them, we can always hear them, Mm-hmm. God has blessed some people, a lot of people with hearing, and some with sight to know the good moments. Sometimes not hear the good moments if they're deaf, but they can always enjoy the good moments in some different way. But I personally feel that God giving me my hearing is allowed to hear my children, their laughter, their loving sentences and words that they do say.
Mm-hmm.
It's always super sweet. I think God has always created a path for everyone,
mm-hmm.
and does one thing after another to keep this world better, I guess. I mean, it's not at the greatest place it can be. I know that 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I know some people, he's created some people to put good in the world and to do a lot of great things in the world. And the reason why that moon signifies so much is because he went to war, and it was nighttime, and a person shot him in the head, right in the middle of the forehead. It gone through his frontal all the way to his to his back lobe of his brain. That what's killed him. It was a very quick and fast death. One shot, he laid and died. And the moon was shining very bright that night, but had some fog against it, or had some clouds covering it. So,
and the day before Grandma passed away, we saw a moon with fog.
I love seeing the moon. It reminds me of Grandpa in a good way. I love seeing the moon when something good is happening, because I know he's there to celebrate that good moment during the night, and says, well, you're enjoying this moment. Let me show you that I am present and here for this moment. I love that. I love seeing the moon in the mornings, too. It's very rare for me. I love it so much. Seeing the moon at night, seeing the stars, it's just so pretty. That's what I love most. I love seeing the moon and everything about the moon, because that really reminds me of my grandpa, and seeing anything purple reminds me of grandmoo, because her favorite thing was purple. My grandpa's favorite thing to talk about was the moon. He loved a big fascination for the moon, and the way it shined, and the way it looked, and who was the first person to get on the moon. He just loved everything about the moon, and that's why we always signify. We kiss each other on the forehead every single night, do a prayer, because that was his shot wound, and we want you to be safe and protected in the head, so you don't die of that reason, of a gunshot wound or anything. But also, it's his condolence. We like to keep that as a memory of him. We do that every single night. We go to church every single Sunday, and we just love looking at the moon. I personally feel that is the best reason, or the best way we like to celebrate him in that way. We like to celebrate him and what he has done for this country, because he served in war, but one of the army men, not his army men, but one of the bad guys, you can say. I don't know much, but like one of the people who were on the other side shot him in the head, and he sadly passed away from it. In my blog, I talk about him. We haven't got to the death or any paragraphs explaining about him, but he's been in for 13 of my birthdays. It was wonderful birthdays that I've celebrated with him. He used to do the little airplane with me, grabbing by my little armpits, and wee! just fling me across. No, not fling me. Just swing me across the room. I was light, and I wasn't fragile back then, that fragile like I am now. So it was safe to do, and it was just a sweet gesture. He would play airplane with me and Donny when Donny was able to, and we were just having the best of times during the 13 years that he lived throughout my life. So it was wonderful to have him there for those 13, and I've loved reminiscing about him for almost 5 decades now. Once I turn 73, it'll be 6 decades.
Dang.
It's been 4 decades, but almost super close to 6, because I'm only 61 and I need to be 63 for it to officially hit 5, and 73 to officially hit 6 years, or 6 decades reminiscing on our grandpa, or my great grandpa.
So, yeah, I think that's all we have to talk about for today's podcast. I don't really know what else to talk about.
No.
Thank you so much for watching Podcast on Wheels, episode 18. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.